If you were to explain to someone who didn't know college football why we throw tortillas, that is a good luck moment.
A jet sweep for K.J. Burke on the first play from scrimmage, and Burke with a nice gain across the 30-yard line. Christian Peters is the quarterback, a transfer from Division II Shaw University in North Carolina. On 2nd and 3, he hooks up with his target, and a short gain on the play. The Golden Lions need 9 on 3rd down.
And this is a moment where you're going to watch the edge rushers just go get the quarterback.
David Bailey bearing down. It is a sack, and it's Skylar Gill Howard. Bailey applied pressure from the edge. Gill Howard cleaned it up inside. 4th down.
Now, like I was saying, you get into a 3rd and long. They can measure the miles per hour. He was throwing as hard after the recovery as his fastest throw last year.
Morton slings it, and that's caught by Caleb Douglas. Tech's top returning receiver had a breakout year a year ago.
And you'll see this up-tempo. Mac Leftwich likes to keep the pressure on. He's very influenced by the Tennessee offense that they had at Texas State.
Now it's Cameron Dickey slicing inside the 15. Gets the first opportunity. Quentin Joyner, the USC transfer, would have been the lead guy if he hadn't torn his ACL a couple of weeks ago in a scrimmage. And Dickey with a shorter gain this time. Morton fires for the touchdown. Reggie Virgil. Immediate impact for the transfer from Miami of Ohio.
Just a simple token fake to the running back.
Peters. Pass is tall. It is caught by Jordan Jackson. Roy Alexander, the Incarnate Word transfer, awaits it for Texas Tech. And this is blocked. Picked up by Tech. Now a big special teams play for the Red Raiders. Michael Harrison Pilot got a hand on it.
This is sort of a worst case scenario. This is a rugby style punt, and on a rugby style punt, you're trying to get outside of any of that block. The other thing you can do is you don't have a set rhythm that ball has to get out. If there's someone that's coming across your face, you can pull that back, make a move to just get rid of the ball. But Zach Weeder is actually a shortstop on the Arkansas Pine, so he hasn't had a lot of experience in actually getting rid of it. We'll now throw him in front of Jones AT&T Stadium, and that's a lot of pressure.
Morton fires, and that is a touchdown! Ball came out after Terrence Carter Jr. crossed the goal line. Back-to-back short fields and back-to-back touchdown passes by Morton.
Yeah, Morton's just going to rip a seam route right down the side there, and that is a touchdown. Really, whatever happens once you have possession of the ball, and one dimple of that ball has to come out without any hitches, because you will not have that kind of time.
Now Weber plowing for about 5 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10 for Pine-Bluff. Peters lets it fly. And Burke comes up with it for the 1st down. And it turned into so much more.
Yeah, and they spent most of their resources on big fellas.
Here is Jacoby Williams, who is a returner at running back. And Williams takes it to the 30-yard line.
That they ran into issues with when they had to run the ball and Taj Brooks couldn't make it happen. It was hard to come by.
Williams. Oh, the sidestep. And out to midfield. Jacoby Williams is dangerous in space, the sophomore from Beckville, Texas.
Yeah, previous play, this is the big run. You're just going to watch, you see Jacob Pond, and then you also see John Carlos Miller getting a pancake block on the right side of that offensive line. That's the physicality that the offensive coaching staff loves. Jacob Pond is just another cutback, and just Williams being faster than everybody.
John Carlos Miller wide open. Williams started this drive. Screen for Coy Aiken. And Aiken, the number 3 receiver a year ago, has moved inside from the perimeter to the slot. And the coaches really like how he's going to fit.
Now, you can see where number 5 is, but he moved inside, and the reason why they moved him in there, partially because of Reggie Virgil. He's the number 1. He's a wide receiver. Caught the
3rd and 5. Morton, complete. It's Virgil, a first down, and Texas Tech is in the red zone.
Man, that's sometimes high school recruiting misses, eh?
On 2nd and 10, it's Dickey. And Cameron Dickey streaming to the 11-yard line.
Man.
Upton Bellenfant, the transfer from Buffalo, is on from 28. And Bellenfant connects. A 17-0 lead for Texas Tech. Only 6'2", Hunter's 6'4". He's got an extra shelf in that fridge. Here's a pick. Amir Boyd, the UTEP transfer, with the takeaway for Texas Tech.
Yeah, Amir Boyd, when we talked, one of my favorite questions to ask coaches in an interview is there anybody that's just character impresses you? And Amir Boyd is a guy that he pointed out he could not stop talking about this cornerback. Number 7, he's a tight end. I want to start that. The physicality he's blocking with is absolutely impressive so far tonight.
And Dickey close to the line to gain. And Carter's known as more of a receiving tight end. He was one of the best. Texas Tech going for it on 4th and 2. And Dickey powers ahead for the first down. In Joey McGuire's 3+ years as the head coach, only Baylor has gone for it more nationally.
That makes your job substantially easier.
On 3rd and 2, Morton pulls the trigger. It's Carter! Touchdown! ×2!
I think the fan club bandwagon for Terrence Carter is going to get a little more crowded after these first 2 touchdowns. It's a really nice route, and Baron Morton,
now he's going to take the snap here. Flag is down as Texas Tech goes for 2. Carter's tackled by Kyle Knox. Christian Peters is 4 of 10 for 26 yards and an interception. Trying to set up the screen for Bryant Sanchez, and the freshman is buried. Charles Esters III.
Doesn't matter if you don't have the ball.
Last play of the quarter, Cameron Dickey with an alley. And Dickey out of bounds, close to midfield with a first down. Starting the second quarter in Lubbock, Ted Emmerich, Jeff Woody, our entire crew. Texas Tech, 23 in the preseason, up 23-0, and Baron Morton guns it in.
That is already similar to what Mac Leftwich wants to run, so he didn't have to change much, just able to mesh what he does and what Morton already does.
And this is a drop by Douglas. Boy, come down. On 3rd and 9. Morton connects with Coy Aiken. And Cowboy Coy is back for another ride here in Lubbock. It's a touchdown. 41 yards.
Yeah, if anybody was wondering why they wanted to move him into the slot, this is why. He's playing in the middle of the field. You'll see him coming.
Christian Peters on the move. And he hooks up with his target, KJ Burke. And Burke moves the sticks. Gain of 13. Now to the ground game. And Weber. And Ben Roberts hauls him down after a gain of about 5. Back to Weber. And he's swallowed up by A.J. McCarty. Playing that star position, a hybrid linebacker and safety, returning starter. Yeah, that's a loss of 4.
Yeah, normally that star position is going to come from the field. So anytime he then sees run, which I believe that was a called pressure. And when it's a called pressure and you have a...
And he has been talking all camp. I haven't felt like this since my redshirt freshman year, 3 years ago. Dumps it to Jacoby Williams. And Williams is dropped by Zay Stribling, loss of a yard all night for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, and they had another one off an interception. So they've started inside Pine-Bluff territory 3 times. This is the longest drive that they'll have yards-wise.
On 3rd and 5, Morton zips it in, and that is caught for the first down. It's TJ West again.
Sir Alexander, TJ West, and Micah Hudson. You're doing pretty good for yourself.
Back this side for Terrence Carter Jr., who has 2 of Morton's touchdowns tonight. And Carter with a first down across the 45.
With accuracy and speed.
And once again, this time to Reggie Virgil, who had the first touchdown tonight.
When you got a quarterback that can deliver the ball around, that's where you can be successful.
And here's the physical running game with Cameron Dickey, close to the 30-yard line. The team calls him 5'10", 215.
And all lats.
Morton pulls it. And Virgil has the catch. Down to the 10.
That is a terrific ball. When you're an awesome ball by Baron Morton.
Morton has hit his last 7 passes. Look out. Baron Morton goes down. Tavon Hardwick on the blitz. Can't hit a quarterback low like that.
Yeah, and he had a free shot at him. I'm not exactly sure. Here's what it was. He was blocked by Cam Dickey. I don't think he was intending to do that. He was on his way to hit him in the waist, and Dickey got just enough of him to kind of knock him off balance. It was more an unlucky play, and again, the Texas Tech crowd's a little hushed after that.
Jacoby Williams, the hurdle for a touchdown! He went airborne over a Marion Mingo.
Well, if the crowd was hushed, this is exactly the type of thing that's
and ready to deliver on his immense potential. You see him lined up on the edge, bottom of your screen on 3rd and 10. Peters scrambling. And tackled by Jacob Rodriguez, flags fly. A junior in high school, didn't last. Of course, Chase went to LSU and now starring with the Bengals. 3rd down, it's complete to Chris Hicks.
There's nothing you can really do when it's that tight. Really nice job by the Tech defense.
And with Baron Morton in the locker room, redshirt freshman Will Hammond is in at quarterback for Texas Tech. And Jacoby Williams slices ahead to the Pine-Bluff 43, a first down. Now Will Hammond out of Austin.
You're gonna watch him, he's the umpire here, he gets leg whipped.
Oh man.
Man, being an umpire is a hard gig.
Has to leave the field. Will Hammond at quarterback for Texas Tech. And a first down throw to John Carlos Miller across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, when continuity of this offense should be pretty good of his play style.
Hammond to the boundary. Payday Douglas makes a man miss, and he's pushed out inside the 20. Red Raiders back in the red zone. Quan Moss was shaked out of his shoes there by Douglas. Now Williams, the patient run inside the 15. And Harrington, who was the backup kickoff specialist a year ago, nails it to make it 40-0. Time running out again, and Peters is sacked. Lee Hunter and Romello Height. It's a brand new defensive line here in Lubbock and a brand new era for a Tech defense.
Well, and this is beautiful pass rushing by the people who use the term legend. Lee Corso's a legend, a true legend, and he changed the way broadcasts work for college football.
Here's a little dump off to Micah Hudson, who had just 8 catches as a true freshman. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout with those headgear picks through the years. Man, what an awesome morning it was. Out of the 2-minute timeout, Ted Emmerich, Jeff Woody with you from Lubbock. A 40-0 Texas Tech lead. And
kids grew up waking up at 8 or 9 a.m., depending on your time zone, and watching what headgear pick is he going to make, and not so fast.
Dickey bounces it.
And not so fast, Pine-Bluff.
Not so fast, my friend.
Yeah, this is a really nice run off the right side. There's 2 pullers, and he's just going to pop underneath one, break a couple tackles, get himself the open field, make a 1-cut, get himself down to the 2-yard line. You know that you're on the 2-yard line. You've only got a 1st, 2nd, and a 3rd down that you could potentially use, maybe a 4th.
And Cameron Dickey caps it off with the touchdown. His first of 2025. He had one as a true freshman.
To keep him out of the end zone, but that was rectified on the very next play. Was able to push himself in. And what are you going to do about it? Are you going to miss your assignments because you're scared, or are you going to play as hard as you possibly can and execute?
Pop pass for Sanchez, blown up by John Curry, the Lubbock native from Coronado High School, about 4 miles to the south.
Set the expectations different of letting him grow, and that kid's talent will take over.
Adam Hill is the new running back for Texas Tech. And Hill, a tough run across the 30 for the first down. The redshirt freshman.
For Adam Hill, and as with the rest of the young guys on the field.
Will Hammond is the quarterback. You saw his numbers. Hill, another carry. And Hill's across the 35. He won. Hammond throwing this time. Escaping. And Hammond showing off the wheels. The sea parts for Will Hammond. It's a touchdown. After the lightning delay, a lightning strike.
You mentioned it, the sea parted for Will Hammond. This is just a little, all it is a scramble, and it's zone coverage. So everybody's eyes are on him, but they were spread so far, they didn't expect Will Hammond to have the wheels that he does. The safeties were split, it's middle open, you get past the linebacker.
Stick in the belly of Weber, and he's tackled short of the line to gain. Needed a couple more.
Late in the season, somebody sprains an ankle and somebody gets a cramp, and you got to play, even if you're third string.
Hammond lets it fly on first down, and that catch is made. Kelby Volson, the sophomore out of Arlington in the DFW area.
First to be able to get that ball through, and Hammond and Morton both have done a good job of getting it there.
Now Adam Hill with a canyon to run through. It'll take more than an arm tackle to bring him down. He broke that tackle of Nail Johnson and picked up 16.
That's 6'1", 230 coming right downhill at you. That's a really nice cut. Free play.
Pine-Bluff jumped. Hammond to the air. And the catch, the first of Leighton Stone's career.
And they actually converted that vertical route to a comeback. That's really high-level football from these backups.
Now Hill plowing ahead inside the 10. After the 7-yard run, 2nd and 2. Hammond to Stone for the touchdown. They cap it off. The first of Leighton Stone's career. All the congratulations, and for good reason. Leighton Stone's first touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a hometown kid, it just means a little bit more. And you grew up going to these games. You grew up meeting with all the coaches, all the athletic trainers. You just know everybody, so it's kind of in his DNA to be a Red Raider.
Weber trying to bounce it, stepping out of a tackle. And Weber with a nice run.
Swack with B.J. Curry there in the backfield.
Weber again on 2nd and 2. And he's got the first down to the 39. You know, Weber, Tony Hull recruited him to...
And then just let that raw talent go.
Oh, Peters, a sidestep against McCarty, and the catch is made. It's Ellis Stewart, a true freshman that the coaches are really high on. They think they have a gem in him. Stewart with a big gain into Texas Tech territory.
Well, this is a really nice play there by Peters. We're avoiding the rush and being able to throw. When you talk about, and that clock just gets faster and faster the better talent you play.
It's kind of how it feels when I get out on the course. It's neither here nor there. 3rd and 9, Peters. Oh, the shovel pass to Weber for the first down. And Weber still going inside the 25.
Get the ball to an open receiver on an outlet when you're under pressure. Let them make a play. It's a nice play there by Peters. Good drive for him.
That went for 19. Now Weber up the gut. Give it to Jalen Jennings. He's got the first down, and it's 1st and goal for Arkansas Pine-Bluff.
Get both the defensive linemen handled and up to the linebackers.
Peters off the fake. And stepping out of bounds. They bring a 5th. Peters the fade. And oh, what a catch! Ellis Stewart has it for the touchdown. The first touchdown of Ellis Stewart's career in 2025.
Well, and this is an excellent pass. This is easily Peter's best drive. And the reason why it's an excellent pass is if you're not going to get a clean release right out of the gate, you're not going to beat your guy, you're not going to stack him, get on top of him, a back shoulder ball is actually easier to catch if you're a wide receiver. Don't put that ball in front of him when he has to run through a body. What's in it for these guys coming back out and playing that? Rewarding that kid's attitude, his effort, the character it takes to come back to doing something you love after waking up at 2 a.m. to go do construction, concrete before, and I do not envy someone who has to do that all the time.
Griffiths to throw on 3rd and 6. Or will he scramble for it? Yes, he's got the first down.
But that's still, don't make a bad play worse. Nothing's open, go scramble, get the first down, serve your team and what it needs.
Now the screen. And Tyson Turner has it for Texas Tech to the 35.
Go back through it, because the worst case scenario, you get a PI, still get 15 yards for your team.
Now Adam Hill, lots of room to roam. And a first down inside the Pine-Bluff 40. Kyle Knox brought him down.
Hill has sort of a similar running style. You can almost feel his steps from up here.
One more time. Hill inside the 20. And lowering the shoulder at the end. A Marion Mingo on the wrong end of that.
My man, that's the way you finish a run. He's not finding his way out of bounds whatsoever. He's going to bounce this one outside as he goes.
Texas Tech has scored on all 10 of their possessions tonight. This is number 11. Griffiths guns it for the touchdown. It's Bryson Jones, the freshman. 11 times they've had the football, 11 scores, including 9 touchdowns.
And Bryson Jones gets rewarded. He played back into that bad ball to get when you get to those games. So that's what these reps are for now.
3rd and 7. And Peters with a first down throw to Bryant Sanchez. Conference play getting started in earnest. Of course, K-State dropped that one to Iowa State in Dublin. First down here on 3rd and short. It was 11 for 11, either a touchdown or a field goal until Mitch Griffiths takes the knee. 67-7 the final.